See, a lot of people do have struggles with saving money, but man, I tell you, that first 2 bands or that first $5,000, that first $10,000 will change you, bro. Because I'm telling you, do you know what you could do with $5,000? Bro, if you had $5,000 right now saved, you could literally move out your parents' crib and get your own spot. You could move out the state. You could literally buy a new car. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of things out there in this world as an adult that you can do with $5,000 or even $10,000 or even more. In today's video, man, we're gonna be speaking on how to save $5,000 because a lot of people out there, man, they have goals and they got a lot of things that they want to achieve in life. But honestly, it all starts with financial management and managing your money properly. So before we get into today's video, man, make sure you drop a comment down below. Make sure you like the vid. Make sure you subscribe. Go check out the description of my channel. Go check out my socials. And just follow up on your boy, man. Got a long way to go. And I just want y'all to stay in tune, man. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. So starting off, it is a couple of ways to save money. And I'm going to give y'all, let's say, the two main ways to save money. So you can either save money just stacking up some cash, or you can save money by putting it in a high yield savings account. And in my opinion, I honestly suggest that you either just put it in a high yield savings account. You can save money via cash, but it's more risky and you could lose it. You could all type of shit can happen, you feel me? It can get stolen, all type of shit. You could just and on top of that, you seeing it and you seeing that money physically every day could make you want to spend it. And who knows though, everybody's mindset and perception of saving is different. But from my experience, the easiest way to save money is just putting it in a high yield savings account. And there's plenty of apps that do this. You got like Chime, you got Capital One, Current. There's plenty of apps out there that you can go look into to, save money in a high yield savings account. Because money, like the economy nowadays, everyone is dealing with interest and everything costing more and stuff like that. So say if you saving via cash and you have $100 saved, next few years, because of interest and all type of stuff, inflation is going up. That $100 won't be worth $100. It might be worth only like 90 or like 80 something. You feel me? But if you have a high yield savings account, a high yield savings account is pretty much you put money in an account, but instead of it just sitting, it'll gain interest and it'll gain value over time. So say if you have a savings account with like 3% interest on it or like 4%, like because I use Current and our savings account, they give us 4% on it. So and if you put a little amount of money in there, like say like 200 or a band, $2,000, you might not, gain, a lot of money monthly from just having that money sitting in the savings, because you're gonna leave a lot of money sitting in your savings account for you to, gain a lot of money back on it per month. So say if you had like 50K, 40K thousand dollars put in that high yield savings account, you'll be seeing somewhere probably around like, $20 a month, just off your money sitting in that account, just gaining interest and, gaining value, so, but if you saving money with cash, you're not going to see that. You're just, whatever you save and put down, that's what you have. You feel me? So that's why I personally suggest using the high yield savings account. But either way it works, wonderful. To each his own, but a lot of people out there, they might think that saving money is super hard. They might, have a goal of buying a car, but they don't know how they're gonna save $2,000 for the down payment, or $3,000 or $4,000. They don't know how they're gonna do it. And this video is for you. So the easiest way to save money is having an income source, and the most stable way to gain an income source is just going out and finding a job. I know a lot of people out here, including some of y'all friends, some of y'all family members. This could be people on a regular day basis. They have certain viewpoints on jobs, and a lot of, in the year 2026, a lot of people, view or look down on jobs, and I understand that, but you got to think we all start from somewhere. And if you think you just gonna come in this world and just blow up and just, you feel me, like, no, that's only for, you feel me, rich, kids with like rich parents and shit like that. And majority of the people in this world don't come from those type of families. So, bro, just get your job, bro. Go find a job near your house. wherever you live at, go down the street, go work at a store, restaurant, wherever you got to work at, go find you a job ASAP. That's how you're gonna start your journey of accomplishing your goals that you set down for yourself. So once you get this job, man, the second thing that come down is money management. So each week or each 2 weeks that you get paid, because some jobs pay bi-weekly, some jobs pay weekly. You know, my first job that I worked at paid weekly, and to each his own. You know, some people may like 2 weeks, some people may like getting money every week, but for the most part, if you're getting money every week, your paycheck is going to be a little bit lower than the 2 weeks. But when you get your first paycheck game, you need to set it up to a point where like a certain percentage of your paycheck needs to always be put towards savings, no matter what it is. And this could be like 10%, 15%, 20%. You feel me? Like, say if you make, the average paycheck for, like, let's say if you're still in high school or whatnot, like, say if you're like 16 to 20, the average paycheck for people that age is probably around like anywhere from like 500 to like $1,300. So if you bring home, 500 to like $1,300 per paycheck, you can at least save 150. Like, especially if you don't have a car or if you don't got your own place to stay, you for sure can save at least 150 or $100 each paycheck. And you can just put that to the side. Whether if you don't have a certain bank account that has a high yield saving account, then you could just save via cash. But I honestly suggest just putting it in your bank account, because most bank accounts will give you a savings account with at least 2% or more interest on it. So you will be gaining back money and value on that money that you put in your savings account, rather than it just sitting and just staying however it is. Because you can save $500 in cash, and in 2 years or 2 months, 3 months go by without you saving money, that $500 is going to be $500. It's not going to increase. In fact, the value of that money is going to decrease because we have inflation. So it's pretty much smart to just put your money in a high yield savings account. But this whole process is super simple, and it can really just, like, your little sibling can learn this easily. Like, it doesn't take much, although I will say it does take a little bit of discipline, but that's nothing, bro. Because if you want something enough, bro, you will learn what it takes to get there, and you will do it, bro. So if you want to elevate your life, if you want to buy nice cars, buy a big house in the future, or whatever you want to purchase, bro, you're going to have to save money regardless. So learning this skill is the first step into gaining financial freedom in the future. So, bro, if you got a job or not, you got you a stable source of income, you can save 150 or at least $100 each paycheck, bro. It's that simple, bro. Literally, it don't take much to save money. It's simple. All it takes is discipline. And if you lack discipline, bro, you'll realize saving money will be one of the hardest things to do, because you'll always find yourself buying and paying for stupid shit. Like, you'll be going out to eat fucking 3 times a week, or always buying shoes every other, week or whatnot, buying clothes every month. When you get older, gang, or when you gain some responsibilities in life, your goals, you're gonna really have to start like being serious about life. You're gonna really have to take this like serious, bro, because I got a lot of goals out here, right? But say if I wanted to save another 5K, I can't save 5K in a short amount of time if I'm wasting time spending money on bullshit that don't matter. Like, I could easily just go 3 months, buying hella designer, hella like accessories, all type of shit that I don't need right now. After that period of time, I won't be progressing on my goals because I'm fucking distracted, bro. So if you want to learn how to save $5,000, $2,000, $10,000, this is all you need to do. Get you a job or get you a simple income. It's really not hard nowadays. It may take some time for some people though, because the job market is a little bit rowdy, or a little bit like, it's going its own way. I don't know what's happening this year, bro, but I know for a fact when I had graduated high school and I had lost my job, it definitely took another 6 months to give me another job. And that is a long time. So find your job, bro, and start saving your money, bro. Because I know all of us out here, again, we coming up and we want a lot of things in life. You know what I'm saying? I know the average person wants a nice car. I know the average person wants a big house. You know what I'm saying? The average person wants so much. For me, but in order for you to achieve all this stuff, you got to learn discipline. You have to learn certain skills. You have to implement those certain skills over a certain amount of time for you to see progress and achieve your goals. But that's all I got for today's video, man. It's a video on how to save your first $5,000. And I'm gonna get you into the next one. Peace out.